Hey, my lovelies. Welcome to my channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Daily Vibration. So if you are new to the channel, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. My name is Kamoy, and we will be doing the Daily Vibration for today, Thursday, May 13th, 2021. Now, keep in mind, however, if you do not click on this video or this podcast, my loves, on the 13th, you feel no worries because energy is fluid. So whenever you click on this video, if the message resonates and vibrates, you want to go ahead and take what you need and leave what you do not, okay? And so we're doing a daily vibration today, and it is now day number 46 on our level up journey. We have 54 more days left to go. We are almost halfway through there. Almost halfway through, right, y'all? So today, as we are moving throughout the energy today, this beautiful Thursday, Thursdays are ruled by Jupiter, so it's a day of expansion. The question is, what are you expanding? Are you expanding things that you want to see, experience, and feel? That includes love and joy, or are you expanding drama and trauma in your life? So you do want to think about that as you're moving throughout the energy for today. Now, I also want to say the sun is in Taurus. Okay, we do have the moon in Gemini, so it's still about your pleasures, your love, beauty, stability, money, possessions. Okay, that's where the sun is. And then today you have the moon in Gemini, which is Mercury, so it's about your communication. So, be mindful. There could be some communication downloads coming in, okay, about your finances, but there could always be where you are trying to, I want to say, figure out where you're planting seeds and then communicating with others as to what their roles are, or what their perspective positions will be in your plans as you move forward. You can find some people doing that within the energy today, because we do have the line of the planner going through the date today. So we have the line of passivity and we have the line of the planner in the date today. So you have passive energy, or you can tap into being organized and, planning out some stuff, planning out the steps that you need, planning out, before you start to cook and you're making a special dish, you definitely want to take a look to make sure you have all of the ingredients, okay? That's going to be necessary for some people today. So now as we're moving throughout the 46th day, right, I want to talk about mistakes. I want to talk about mistakes, and I want to talk about how do you deal with your mistakes. And then I also want to just let you know, do you know that your mistakes are just for you to go back and take the things that you've missed so you can apply them the next time around? Do you know that you don't have to get stuck in your mistakes? Do you know that? Do you know that your mistakes can be so empowering, right? That you literally do not need to stay in a place of oppression or depression because you've made a bad choice or you've made a wrong choice, right? Your mistakes will give you an opportunity to learn, to grow, to expand past what you thought you could or couldn't do, right? Your mistakes can put you in a position where you may need to reposition yourself, or maybe you may need to release some of the things that you've been holding on to that doesn't work for you, that's not there to support you in a loving way, okay? So how about you go back and take what you missed today, right? Look at your mistakes differently moving forward. Any mistake that you've made, you have to start looking at it as an opportunity to go back and take the things that you've missed and simply apply them the next time around, okay? So in the day today, we have the number 5, y'all, okay, which is a beautiful energy where you can apply this, okay, being able to take what you've missed and apply it the next time around. You can't do that because we have the heart chakra energy with the number 5 coming into the date today. That's change. That's embracing change, okay? That's being able for you to tap into the highest possible vibration of love that you can. All right, some forgiveness may be required within this number 5, but you also have change, sudden change. So this is what I have to say for people that are fighting the change. When you're fighting change, right, it can be painful. When you get to a place where change is happening and you embrace the change that's happening, you can find that it's a lot more easy to get through what you may appear as a difficult situation if you're trying to control things and you're fearful of things changing, okay? Now, within the number 3 today, right, because it is the 13th day, within the number 3 today, you do need to keep in mind that this is the activation of your memory. So this is the mental plane energy. Being able to tap into your imagination here is going to be key for some of you, right? Because you're going to have to be able to, remember, go back and take what you've missed and apply it around. But you can only go back and find right? What you've missed, right? To apply it, if you are being able to tap into your imagination and maybe create new things, okay? I had an appointment yesterday with a client, and I was expressing the same thing, in the session. Sometimes we write, we jot down, or we meditate, and we bring these beautiful experiences into our life, especially when it comes to do with maybe even someone special coming in. And then as soon as you get what you've been putting out there in a vibration for, and you get overwhelmed because this is too good to be true, and then you start to let the past creep in to your now moment and start to ruffle the waters, right? The waters start to go a little, turbulence, right? Because now you're bringing in your old experience to kind of mimic your new ones, right? So this is a time and an area where you don't have to do that. You have an opportunity to go back into your memory and pull out memories of love, pull out memories of the things that make you feel safe, make you feel comfortable, okay? You don't want to repeat over and over the things that make you feel uncomfortable and unsafe, okay? Not in your memory. You want to create new visions, all right? Now, if you're going back and you're dealing with the old things so you can heal, that's a different story. But if you're going back and you're replaying the old things, right, that is definitely going to project out into your current right now experiences, all right? So you want to keep that in mind. Now, we got double twos in a date. You guys know that you need to be mindful of negative people, okay? And I want to say, let me just say this too. There are a lot of people, because the number one, first of all, brings in that information about your imagination. I'm sorry, about not your imagination, your expression of the divine, okay, through your ego, or the oppression of your divine energy through ego, right? So you can either express, right, your higher self, or you can oppress that and allow your ego to run supreme, right? And some people doesn't have a problem with that because it feels comfortable there. Then there's no work required, right? When there's no work required, then yeah, you can feel pretty comfortable about pointing the finger at everybody else, right? So today, the number 3 is going to ask you to tap into your imagination, tap into your memory so you can get into your imagination, okay? We got double ones in the date today, which you're going to have to be careful of, right? Because this is going to have to be well-balanced energy, because you can find double ones can be a little bit manipulated, or manipulative, and you also want to be mindful just to stay away from negative people with this double ones. Okay, this is master number, but you have to be mindful about the sensitivity of the number also. Guys, my eyes are itching me so badly. I don't know if I told you guys that yesterday I slammed my nail in the car door. Oh my gosh, that was like the most painful experience that I've had in a while. It was really, really painful. It's a lot better now, however. It's a lot better. It doesn't hurt as much, so I'm grateful about that. So now we also have popping off in the date today, we got the double twos. And you guys know we've been talking about this very, very sensitive energy in the atmosphere with the double twos, or the high sensitivity in the energy with the double twos. So you do want to keep that in mind, right? You definitely do want to keep that in mind. Now, I also want to say it's going to be important for you to trust your intuition and your movement throughout this energy, okay? This is highly intuitive energy. Now, I want to say within the number 2, this is where you begin to use the part of you that you can't see but you can feel, that you can sense there's something there that's guiding you. This is where you begin to tap into that part of you where you can't really explain the feeling or the downloads that come in, but it's there, okay? That's when you can begin to tap into that information with the number 2. Number 4, today, we're going to talk about the number 4 only because when you add the date, the 13th, you get the number 4. Number 4, is all about doing, being practical, being organized. So some of you may be asked to do exactly that, to be organized and to be practical and operate from a place where you're going to have to get up and do some things today, right? And not to mention, you also want to remember the number 6 we're dealing with for the month of May too, right? So we're talking about creative or destructive power. What are you creating? What are you destroying, right? You do need to have access to both, because there's some days when you got to create and there's some days when you got to destroy. The question is, right? Are you in control of what you're creating and what you're destroying? Are you allowing other people, right, to govern what you do, right, based on your emotions not being balanced? Okay, so keep that in mind as you're walking throughout the day. It's supposed to be a day where you're going back and you're taking what you missed and you apply them the next time around. So you're not beating yourself up for your mistakes, right? You're embracing your mistakes. You're honoring yourself for getting this far. You're going to view the mistake, and then you're going to apply the lesson that you've learned to the next experience. And that's how you're going to move through your day, Let it flow. Let it flow. Embrace all of the mistakes that you've made. Go in, get the lesson, and move forward and apply the lesson the next time around. That's how you should be moving. Okay? All right, my loves. Now, y'all know the deal. I'm sorry I did not get to go live yesterday. However, you guys got so much content that you can play back, right? If you can't find content on my YouTube channel or on my podcast, you can definitely hop on over to Instagram. You can find some content there, okay? All right, guys, I will see you guys in tomorrow's daily vibration. So you want to go ahead, do something kind for yourself. You want to honor yourself. Don't be afraid of the dark, because out of darkness comes enlightenment. And I will see you guys in tomorrow's daily vibration. Bye, my loves.